Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jay This is JLeesCorner. This is another review, okay, for Married to Medicine Season 7, Episode 13. If you have not done so already, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel and become a whole JayBird. Dun 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 dun, okay, and all that goodness, okay. Do not forget to also like, comment, and share this video. I got some little vodka frozen stuff in here to give me energy. Anyway, like, comment, and share. Hit the notification bell. Follow me on IG and on Twitter at J_Lees_Corner. And let's just get started on this because, honey, this season of Married to Medicine wasn't really all of that, okay? It wasn't really all of that. It wasn't all that in the bag of chips. It wasn't all that in the drink. It wasn't a vodka with some cranberry juice. It wasn't nothing, okay? It wasn't even gin. Wasn't pineapple juice, okay? It was nothing, okay? It was nothing. It was nada, okay? In this episode 13, I'm looking like, what happened this season? Right, you can't tell me nothing, okay? So we see it's the following day at the strip club gate, and everybody's kind of gathering to start the day or whatever. The ladies mentioning to the men, "Oh, we heard y'all went to a strip club last night, Cecil." Because we all know, excuse me, it was Cecil's plan. So, for the most part, no one cares. Toya brings up, I could care less about my man going to a strip club because they bodies don't match up to my ass, okay? They ain't got nothing on my body. Girl, let's not act like men has not cheated with people whose bodies look nothing like their wives, okay? It could be bigger than their wife or less than their wife. So let's not act like because you got a big ass and tits that he may not go for somebody who throat could... Let me stop. But again, it's good to see that she has faith in her husband. Okay. Now we see, mainly only Heavenly is like is the only one who felt some kind of way or whatever. But they are getting on the bus, okay, to go help the people of the island. Okay. They go on missions on every trip to help people or whatever. Now I say I guess so now on the little bus ride down there, Caesar try to play, I guess, savior and say, well, Heavenly, to be honest, when we got to the strip club, Damon didn't want to go in. You know what I'm saying? Damon was like, oh my God, I want to go home to my wife. And we wouldn't let him go home to his wife. I say, see, so it's on camera, bro. Stop lying. He did say, oh, this is a strip club. But he wasn't begging and pleading to go home to Heavenly. He was having a good old, jolly old good time with the strippers. Okay, anyway, we're gonna move on from that. Now they go to a foundation that's all about helping women, okay? And I said, well, that's good, that's fine or whatever. It's cute to see them all in their element being doctors. So we've seen, of course, Dr. Scott, Dr. Contessa, Dr. Jackie, Dr. Simone, Dr. Damon, Dr. David, okay, Dr. Eugene, all helping or whatever. Now we seen Eugene and Jackie was supposed to be talking to the girls about how to not get pregnant, pregnancy prevention. But the girls like, can we get a girl talk time? And so he left. And all Jackie told him was, look, beware of the one-eyed monster. And if the one-eyed monster tries to come to you, don't let it come without a condom. Okay, good old advice. Anyway, so, again, they in their element, helping the people. We got translators and everything. It was cute. I always think that's the best part of the season. I like seeing them in their element, okay? Now, that was it. You know what I'm saying? Boom. So we do see from there the couples all go on the beach, okay? I'm on the beach. And to have some little fun, there was with little swimsuits, to have some little games or whatever. Now Jackie didn't wear no swimsuit. I think she wore like just some capris and a shirt. Quad wore blue jeans. I mean, she don't know. Quad was dressed like she was finna go to Walmart real quick to get a cake pan and some jeans and a tube top. Okay. I don't know why. Anyway, Simone was drunk. To me, not drunk, just loud. Okay, so she may have wore her adult swimsuit on, but she also was loud. But Simone always loud. So we see them doing like two little gangs or whatever. But I want to contest. Contessa always compares stuff to when she was in the military. Oh my God, we woke up at 4 a.m. I can get up at 8. Okay, oh my God, we ran every day. I can walk to the beach. Oh my God, I'm like, girl, okay, we get it. Y'all did all these things in the military, so it's prepared you for the rest of your life. But please don't bring it up. I can cook food today because we ate food in the ditch in the military. Girl, okay, we get it. You were in the military. We thank you. We thank you for your service. But please, I don't need to know every time we do something. Somebody with the girls stop. So we did see one gang where they put some balls in a box, okay, and had to tape like a little belt or whatever. So they had to tie that around the wife's waist, and the wife had to twerk to get the balls out the box. Okay, you had to shake your ass to get the balls out the box. And the first we had Mariah against Toya. And Mariah won. I don't know. Toya got a big ass, but I don't think she could move it that well. Anyway, we then had Quad was teamed up with some man named Diego. Cause the husbands were the ones having to pick the balls up and put the balls in a bowl or whatever. And whoever collected like all 20 balls first won. So Quad won against Buffy. Okay, mainly because Buffy's husband was watching her ass. I mean, it's very very true. And I feel was Quad the one. Because somebody just kept bending back. No, that was Contessa. So when it was Halfley versus Contessa, Contessa won. Because Contessa was like bending backwards. She wasn't really twerking. She was just flexible. And so she kind of just emptied the box out upside down or whatever. I don't know what Halfley was doing. I mean, she wasn't twerking. She wasn't working. I mean, she was moving, but she wasn't grooving. Okay, so that was a cute little fun game. They was all laughing and having a whole good time. Now the second game they played, they switched partners. Okay, it was no longer husband and wives against other husbands and wives. So Simone picked the teams. It was Mariah and Damon, Contessa and Dave, who was Buffy's husband, Buffy and Curtis, Heavenly and Cecil, Toya and Scott, Jackie and Eugene, Quad and Aiden. I don't know who Simone played with. Maybe she played with herself. I'm not sure. So they had to put a ball on their backs and carry the ball from one side of the beach to the other and put it in a bucket. Now Damon and Mariah won, but mainly because Damon was holding the ball with his elbow. Because the rules was you couldn't hold the ball with your hands. But I guess he said my hands and my elbow is two different things or whatever. So that's how they won. So Damon cheated. Sorta. Kinda. Okay. But it was still fun. And they was all laughing and having a good time and kikiing it on up. I said it's good to see them kikiing it on up or whatnot. So we then see next for that. Okay. They're all getting along, laughing and joking and laughing or whatever. And that they sitting around eating some food, eating some vittles. Okay. The conversation about the strip club comes up a little bit or whatnot. And we see Eugene and Damon chit chatting a little bit, saying about it or whatever. And Eugene says, I think it shouldn't be a big deal, us going to strip clubs. I feel like, you go to strip club, you may get a bit excited, to see what you see, whatever, but you go home to your wife and give it to her. Now, I can say I am a firm believer in you get hot and heavy over whatever, and you go home and give it to that person, okay? You give it to them, okay? You give it to him or her, however you see fit. Okay, I'm gonna say that. Now, Heavenly says that she just don't like strip clubs. She said mainly because I know what goes on there. Maybe not all strip clubs, but most strip clubs I know how they be. And I think once she see the episode where that lady asked her husband, "Do you want some sex?" That's what she mean. You go to them and they not just dancing. Some of them are actually trying to offer you some vagina, and I don't like that. Now, lucky for her husband said no on camera. But anyway, Contessa brings up how she accidentally at one point went to a swingers club one time. They said, how did you accidentally go to a swingers club? You got to go somewhere. You have to go there with the person who's open to swinging. And I said, girl, I don't know. But she said, I thought it was a strip club. But once I got in there and looked around or whatever, I realized, oh, is a Swiggers Club. But oh, so you walk in and you left it out. She was like, no, I was there for a little bit of me. I got some food or whatever. Looked around, left, and looked around, right, and I left eventually, but I didn't partake in anything. She said she think the guy, because it wasn't with Dr. Scott, it was with somebody else that she used to date. And she's like, I think he maybe knew, was trying to test the waters to see what I would do or whatever. But we didn't do anything. There was nothing happened. I left. I would not want to go. I'm very weirded out with, like, I don't want to see anyone in person doing it. I'm good on that. Okay, I even don't like seeing people I know or I'm familiar with doing. I don't even really like sex scenes in movies because I'm looking like that's I like I'll see you in something else. But I'm just weird about that. But you know what I'm saying, I like other stuff. Strangers, I don't mind watching strangers on the computer. Well, we don't. He like. Let me move on, okay? It was cool to watch them laughing, joking about the whole situation, okay? So we then see they're having a Day of the Dead party, okay? Now, I think that's what it's called. I think that's the official name of it or whatever. But it's one day, it's a thing where you celebrate people who have passed away. So they all have their makeup on, because you get your face made up and with the makeup of it all. But only Cecil and Damon did not have any Day of the Dead makeup on. Cecil said he was just lounging around and just missed out on the time where he was supposed to get his stuff done or whatever. And I think Damon just did not want to wear any makeup. Now, on the car ride there, Eugene said, y'all need to appreciate the men who put makeup on because this is some bullshit. Most men don't like makeup, even if but I think men put on makeup and masks crap for Halloween, so it ain't no different. It ain't like you out here in like lipstick and you know what I'm saying. Like it's not that. It's like a costume. You know what I'm saying? What it is. Anyway, so at the dinner. Because again, this whole trip was supposed to be for Simone and Cecil's, 23-year anniversary or whatever. So Simone bring up how a couple years ago, a couple seasons ago, how she was supposed to write like a love letter or a poem or something to Scott, to Cecil, and she didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? And they showed the flashback of Cecil saying like, we know she was supposed to like write it ahead of time, and she like wrote it in the car like on the way to the restaurant. I didn't like that or whatever. So we see that she finally wrote something. Okay, I didn't write it down. I didn't remember it. It was cute. It was sweet. It was nice. Good for you. Okay. Anyway, so Simone then says we need to, because this is the Day of the Dead, celebration party or whatever, we need to leave something here. Okay, what do we want to leave dead here? Okay, and what do we want to resurrect? Okay, and a couple people said something. Okay, Buffy said, let's leave pettiness. Let's leave the pettiness and let's resurrect empathy. I said, okay. And then Jackie's rebuttal. I say let's leave toxic friendships and resurrect authentic friendships. I say, Lord Jesus, these two is going to forever be kind of going at each other in one way or the other. But I digress. Heavenly say, let's leave strip clubs here. Okay? And our husband should only see our asses there. I say, well, I guess that's what you want to believe. Let it be that. Okay? And she said they're going to leave the incident, the whole stripper gate incident in Cabo. That's going to stay there dead and buried. Okay? I say, okay, if you say so. We then see two little things. Well, no, a couple of things. So Quad signs her divorce papers. Her lawyer come over like, okay, you can sign these papers or whatever. Sign your married name because that was what makes it official. I haven't signed his name in years. It feels so weird signing that name. It's your divorce. It's okay. It's the divorce papers, okay? Now, he said once Craig signs it, that'll be it. It'll be done or whatever. Look, I'm going to sip my wine. You know what the door is. I'm going, girl, I don't feel bad for Quad for being divorced. I said it from the beginning. I'm going to keep saying this or not. Quad never intended to stay married to Greg forever. She didn't. Okay, I'm not saying that she didn't love that man in some kind of way, but Dr. Gregory was never Quad's forever. And Quad is now happily divorced. So I don't, oh my God, it's so sad. Oh, look at her sitting up there in that wig and, with her wine and reflecting on how, I went through so much. And I'm not saying what she went through wasn't hard. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is you never planned to stay married to that man, period. And now you are happily divorced. Looking for your next forever. Okay? Anyway, Quad played the card she was dealt, and now she has exactly what she wanted. She has a career. She's on television. She is sustaining her own lifestyle or whatever, and she's single. Living single. Ooh, in the 90s kind of world. She glad she ain't got Dr. Greg no more. Okay. Now we then see Curtis. Curtis is at like a remodeling store because they're getting work done on the house, and it's like the place where you go and look at like kitchens and bathrooms. That little place or whatever. And so he's waiting on Jackie to get there. And now Jackie, I guess, was supposed to be there at 6. It is 6:42 when Jackie walks in. Jackie's late. Okay. 42 minutes, girl. So she say how I was caught up at the job and everything's got busy. I'm just so, hey, Kurt, how are you? It's been busy all day. He like, oh, I'm okay. Your day was a lot or whatever. So he goes into how he's kind of not happy, saying that he can kind of feel, he can sense, okay, she's kind of getting back into her old ways to where she's consistently busy, and you know what I'm saying, she's getting back to that mode of being overly busy. And they had promised how they pledged to one another to keep each other as a priority. You know what I'm saying? He said, but that's not always happening right now. I can't believe, what I'm saying, that he feels that way. Why does Curtis feel, what I'm saying, like he's not a priority? I keep him involved in everything I'm doing or whatever. And he said, like, what I'm saying, we have the new office location, construction, whatever, the new house renovations or whatever, I'm saying, and it will always be something next. And I feel like Jackie feels like I can go at full steam, and the way for me to keep Curtis engaged is to have him working on it with me. I feel like adding to your plate, which then adds to his plate, does not mean that you're putting him first. It just means that you're asking him to help you in what you're doing. And it's good because y'all can also spend time together. But if y'all are spending time together doing all these things that keep you busy, he can feel neglected. You know what I'm saying? Now, on the other hand, Curtis, someone has to pay for the lifestyle that y'all live because you retired. So, you have to sometimes take the good with the bad. So they have to compromise a little bit more. Now, she do say, like, I don't want us to ever get back to that place. So I'll take heed to what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? That you're kind of warning me about it. And I say, yeah, because Jackie, he wants to be your husband, not your assistant. Okay. And last but not least, Contessa and Scott is in counseling. Okay, the counseling lady has came to their home to chit chat or whatever. Now, Contessa brings up how she still wants to go back to school. I still want to go back to school. I still want to do that to better myself, to remind myself, to whatever, to make herself better within the situation. Scott then says, okay, if you want to go back, fine, go back. The kids will be fine, and they will just have to suffer through it for another year. Now, the way he worded that was a bit problematic for me, saying you leave is going to make our kids suffer. While that's a true fact, he could have maybe worded it a different way. I will say that, okay? So, he also brings up, Contessa then says how seeing stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's saying, like, my kid's going to be stressed out or whatever, but they can work it out. But I'm like, Contessa, that's true. Contessa really feels like if she leaves, the kids should be fine. No, because you're their mom. They're going to miss you all up and through. But I think it's how Scott words things that makes me think why Contessa thinks the way she do. Okay, but at the same time, Contessa, if you leave your kids to move to Nashville or whatever other state for a year, your kids will be suffering. They may not be homeless suffering. They may not be being beaten and suffering, but they're going to still suffer because they will miss their mom. Period. Okay, them kids is young. I could not imagine if my mom was gone for a year when I was that age. Oh, I would have definitely been suffering. I would have cried every day, probably. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so Scott brings up how the kids isn't even really the issue. The issue is more that when she comes back, our voices are raised or whatever, and she don't like it. You know what I'm saying? Meaning the kids overhear them fussing. Okay, and I feel like the kids overhearing them fussing is probably why the kids feel some kind of way because the Scott is saying to Contessa, you didn't have to leave. The kids can overhear that, like, oh, mom didn't have to leave, but it's not as if Scott is telling the kids things they just hear their parents having adult conversations or whatever. So the doctor like, look, if y'all need to have adult conversations, you know what I'm saying, y'all need to do that amongst adults. Meaning, don't talk so loud that they hear you, or leave some, go in the car and talk. Go in the car and talk. Sit outside in the car, have a conversation or whatever, quietly, okay? And she said, because I need this tension to be contained, because the doctor could see that Contessa was kind of upset over what was being said or whatever. Contessa, I feel like, Scott has turned the kids against me, okay? And he's been telling them that I don't need to be out of state. Again, I don't think he's telling them that. I think they can overhear his conversations. Kids are smart. They overhear things, they understand things or whatever. We have to remember that. Now, Scott brings up how he's never told the kids, he's never told them like that Contessa has abandoned them. But we do see a flashback scene of them in the car, and Scott is saying, like, so well, I've always lived in Michigan my whole life until your mom, dragged me to Atlanta or whatever, you know what I'm saying? They said, Dad, she dragged you, ha, 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 ha. He's like, yeah, he's like, well, thank God, you know what I'm saying? At least Mom didn't take us to Nashville or whatever, that may have been tough. Now, to me, that wasn't him saying she abandoned them. It's just saying, sometime Mommy goes places to do things. And she went there to do this thing, but she didn't, force us to go with her, which would have then, disrupted our life or whatever. It's a catch-22. Like, she can't feel like she gonna leave and no one's gonna feel any kind of way about it or whatever. So, but she said, I just feel like he made a narrative of that me going to school wasn't needed. And I said, I think Scott has consistently said, like, her going to school out of state wasn't needed. And he said that to her, but the kids hear y'all. The kids hear y'all. But you can completely see that Contessa and Scott have issues. And the issues they're having is Contessa wants to do what she wants to do. And she feels like anything that someone says, or if they have an issue with it, it means they're not supportive. No, it means they have a feeling about it. And that was the whole episode. You know what I'm saying? Girl, they need to end this. I think there's only maybe like 16 episodes this season or whatever, so we shall see. Because they did not say that next week was the finale, but I feel like the finale is coming up because, again, they've already shot the reunion. Anyway, I am done. I will talk to y'all later.